Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive. We're focusing on online safety today, a pretty crucial aspect of it, actually. Specifically, we're going to dig into whether your personal data has, somehow surfaced on the dark web.
Ooh, a bit unnerving, right?
Definitely makes you think. Yeah.
But luckily, there's this tool Google's offering, and it's designed to help you uncover just that, whether your info is out there. So we'll explore how it works, what you can do to protect yourself, the whole nine yards. And before we jump in, a quick favor to ask. Philip, he's been working hard on his YouTube channel, Le Podcast de Philippe, trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you could lend a hand by subscribing, that'd be amazing.
Okay, now back to the deep dive. So this dark web thing,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a shadowy world, right?
Yeah, for sure. Not something most people think about every day.
Exactly. But late last year, Google launched this free tool. It's called Rapport sur le dark web, which basically translates to dark web report. And it helps users figure out if their personal info, things like their name, address, phone number, even passwords, have been compromised in any data breaches.
Yeah, and what's kind of cool is it doesn't just tell you if something's out there, it also offers advice on what to do about it.
That's great. Proactive advice is key.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing there are some catches, right? Like who can actually use this tool?
Right. You do need a personal Google account to use it, so supervised accounts, like those for kids, or Google Workspace accounts, which are mainly for businesses, those aren't supported yet. And there's another thing, the Social Security number monitoring feature, it's only for US users right now.
Makes sense. Okay, so you have your Google account. Walk us through how to actually find and set up this dark web monitoring.
Sure thing. So first things first, head over to your Google account settings. Easiest way to get there is by clicking on your profile picture. You know, that little avatar you see everywhere, like in Gmail or when you're searching.
Right, makes sense.
Click on that and a menu pops up. Choose Gérer votre compte Google, which means manage your Google account in English.
Gotcha. So profile picture, then manage your Google account. Okay, what next?
Now, look at the menu on the left side of the screen. You should see Sécurité, which is security.
Found it.
All right. Scroll down a bit till you spot a section called Rapport sur le dark web. That's dark web report. And there you'll see a button that says Démarrer, which means start. Click that to get the ball rolling.
So Sécurité, find the dark web report section and click start. Easy enough. What happens next?
You'll land on a page where it'll probably offer to start monitoring your main Google email address, but check the bottom right for another Démarrer la surveillance button. That means start monitoring, and that's what you want to click.
Okay, so two start buttons, essentially.
Got it. So I guess this is where we tell Google specifically what we're worried about, yeah? Like what info we want them to be on the lookout for.
You got it. After clicking that second Start Monitoring button, the tool lets you pick and choose what personal data to watch out for on the dark web. You can select stuff like your name, your birthday, your phone number, that kind of thing.
Okay, so name, birthday, phone number, got it. Pretty straightforward. Then what? Just pick what you want to keep an eye on and hit Authorizer. That means allow in English.
Makes sense. Choose what to monitor, click Allow. Then what's the next step in setting this whole monitoring thing up?
Next up, you build your monitoring profile. This is where you can get specific with the alerts you want to get if the tool finds your info out there. You can add your physical address to the monitoring list and any other email addresses or phone numbers that you use.
Wait, so it doesn't automatically track all my email addresses or phone numbers tied to my Google account?
Not necessarily. You got to add them here. And if you add other email addresses, you'll have to verify them with a code sent to those addresses, just for security,
Okay, so it's kind of like double checking that you really own those addresses. Makes sense.
Exactly. Once you've got all the info you want monitored in there, you just hit OK.
So we've told it what to look for and where to look. Does it start searching the dark web right away then?
Yep. As soon as you click OK, it starts scanning. And it's usually pretty quick, just a few seconds. And then boom, you get a report with all the findings.
Okay, so report time. What does it actually show? Like if it found my data, what would I see?
The report gives you the big picture, an overview. It might show you specific websites where your leaked data is coming from. And there's this cool feature where you can filter the results by the type of data found, like if it's your name, address, whatever.
So I can prioritize what to tackle first. Like if my password's out there, that's probably top of the list.
Exactly.
So say the report flags something, some of my data is out there. What should I do immediately?
Well, first things first, change those passwords. For any account that could be affected by the leaked data, this is also a good time to consider using a password manager. It's a lifesaver for creating and storing strong, unique passwords, so you don't have to remember a million different ones, and enable two-factor authentication wherever you can. It adds that extra layer of security.
So two-factor authentication and a password manager. Good tips. This dark web report tool, it's a really practical way for people to check if their info's lurking in the shadows. Definitely a wake-up call for all of us.
Absolutely. It shows that the dark web, even if it seems kind of far off, it can be a real threat. And this tool is a great first step in understanding your risk and taking charge. But it does make you think, what other steps could people take to protect themselves online beyond this tool? I mean, maybe it's time to dive into the privacy settings on all our different accounts or check out some security software options. Something to think about, right?
Lots to consider, that's for sure. But at least we've got a starting point, so thank you for breaking all that down for us.
No problem. Happy to help.
And to everyone listening, stay safe out there, both online and offline. Until next time.
See you next time.